Our planet is home to some of the most breathtaking and biodiverse ecosystems on Earth, the world's largest jungles. These vast expanses of dense vegetation are not just beautiful, they are the lungs of our planet, regulating climate, providing habitat for countless species, and supporting indigenous cultures that have thrived for millennia. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the 15 largest jungles in the world, uncovering their secrets, marveling at their beauty, and understanding their critical importance to life on Earth. Let us begin our expedition with the largest and most famous jungle of them all, the Amazon rainforest. Spanning an incredible 8.5 million square kilometers, the Amazon stretches across 9 countries in South America, with 60% of it lying within Brazil. This colossal jungle is home to an estimated 400 billion trees representing 40,000 plant species. The Amazon River, the lifeblood of this ecosystem, discharges a staggering 200,000 cubic meters of water per second into the Atlantic Ocean. The biodiversity of the Amazon is unparalleled. It hosts 1 in 10 known species on Earth, including iconic animals like the jaguar, the giant river otter, and the poison dart frog. The Amazon is also home to hundreds of indigenous tribes, some of which remain uncontacted by the outside world. These communities have developed intricate knowledge of the forest's resources, using thousands of plants for food, medicine, and other purposes. However, the Amazon faces severe threats from deforestation, primarily driven by agricultural expansion, logging, and mining. Climate change further exacerbates these pressures. Conservation efforts are ongoing, with initiatives like the Amazon Region Protected Areas Program working to safeguard this irreplaceable ecosystem. Moving to the heart of Africa, we find the Congo rainforest, the second largest jungle in the world. Covering approximately 1.8 million square kilometers, this vast expanse of green stretches across 6 countries in Central Africa. The Congo Basin, as it's often called, is home to over 10,000 species of tropical plants, of which 30% are unique to the region. The Congo rainforest is renowned for its exceptional wildlife, including forest elephants, gorillas, chimpanzees, and the elusive okapi. The forest is also home to over 150 distinct ethnic groups, including the Mbuti Pygmies, who have lived in harmony with the forest for thousands of years. Like the Amazon, the Congo faces significant challenges from deforestation and poaching. However, conservation initiatives such as the Central African Regional Program for the Environment are working to protect this vital ecosystem while supporting sustainable development for local communities. Our journey now takes us to Southeast Asia, where we encounter the 3rd largest jungle in the world, the Indonesian rainforest. Spread across 17,000 islands, this jungle covers approximately 1.3 million square kilometers. Indonesia's forests are known for their exceptional biodiversity, hosting 10% of the world's known plant species, 12% of mammal species, and 17% of all known bird species. The Indonesian rainforest is home to iconic species such as the orangutan, the Sumatran tiger, and the Komodo dragon. It also supports hundreds of indigenous groups, each with their own unique cultures and languages. Sadly, Indonesia has one of the highest deforestation rates in the world, primarily due to palm oil plantations, logging, and mining. Conservation efforts are underway, with initiatives like the Heart of Borneo project aiming to protect the remaining forests and support sustainable development. 4th on our list is the Mesoamerican jungle, stretching from southern Mexico through Central America. Covering approximately 760,000 square kilometers, this jungle is a mosaic of diverse ecosystems, including tropical rainforests, cloud forests, and mangrove swamps. The Mesoamerican jungle is home to an incredible array of wildlife, including jaguars, howler monkeys, and the resplendent quetzal. It also harbors the remnants of ancient Mayan civilization, with impressive ruins like Tixul and Copan hidden within its depths. This jungle faces threats from agricultural expansion, particularly for coffee and banana plantations. The Mesoamerican Biological Corridor Initiative aims to protect biodiversity by connecting protected areas across the region. Our 5th destination is the New Guinea rainforest, covering about 2/3 of the island of New Guinea. This jungle, spanning approximately 300,000 square kilometers, is the largest tropical forest in the Asia-Pacific region. New Guinea's forests are home to an astonishing diversity of life, with many species found nowhere else on Earth. The island boasts over 20,000 plant species, 750 bird species, and 300 mammal species. It's also home to numerous indigenous cultures, with over 800 distinct languages spoken on the island. While more intact than many other tropical forests, New Guinea's jungles face increasing pressure from logging and mining. Conservation efforts are focusing on sustainable forest management and supporting indigenous land rights. The sixth largest jungle in the world takes us back to South America, the Atlantic forest. Once covering 1.2 million square kilometers along Brazil's Atlantic coast and extending into Paraguay and Argentina, today only about 7% of its original extent remains. Despite its fragmented state, the Atlantic forest is still a biodiversity hotspot, home to over 20,000 plant species and 2,000 vertebrate species. It's the habitat of iconic animals like the golden lion tamarin and the man sloth. Conservation in the Atlantic forest focuses on connecting remaining forest fragments and restoring degraded areas. The Atlantic Forest Restoration Pact aims to restore 15 million hectares of forest by 2050. Our seventh destination is the Sundarbans, the world's largest mangrove forest. Straddling the border between India and Bangladesh, this unique ecosystem covers about 10,000 square kilometers. The Sundarbans is famous for its population of Bengal tigers, the only tigers in the world adapted to living in mangrove forests. It's also home to numerous other species, including the Ganges river dolphin and the estuarine crocodile. Climate change poses a significant threat to the Sundarbans, with rising sea levels and increasing storm intensity. Conservation efforts focus on protecting the forest and its wildlife while supporting sustainable livelihoods for local communities. Eighth on our list is the Daintree Rainforest in Australia, covering about 1,200 square kilometers. While smaller than some of the other jungles we've explored, the Daintree is notable for being the oldest continuously surviving tropical rainforest in the world, estimated to be over 180 million years old. The Daintree is home to an incredible diversity of ancient plant and animal species, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. It's one of the few places where you can find living fossils, like the Idiospermum, a flowering plant that has remained virtually unchanged for 120 million years. Conservation efforts in the Daintree focus on protecting its unique biodiversity and managing the impacts of tourism, which is a significant part of the local economy. Our ninth jungle is the Tongass National Forest in Alaska, USA. While not typically thought of as a jungle, this temperate rainforest is the largest national forest in the United States, covering about 68,000 square kilometers. The Tongass is home to species adapted to its cool, wet climate, including brown bears, bald eagles, and 5 species of Pacific salmon. Its old-growth forests play a crucial role in carbon sequestration and supporting the region's fishing and tourism industries. Conservation challenges in the Tongass include balancing forest preservation with logging interests. Recent efforts have focused on protecting old-growth areas and supporting sustainable economic activities. The 10th largest jungle on our list is the Xishuangbanna tropical rainforest in southern China. Covering about 2,400 square kilometers, this jungle is one of the northernmost tropical rainforests in the world. Xishuangbanna is known for its rich biodiversity, hosting over 5,000 plant species and nearly 1,000 vertebrate species. It's also home to China's last remaining wild elephant population. The main threats to Xishuangbanna come from rubber plantations and expanding agriculture. Conservation efforts focus on creating protected corridors for wildlife and promoting sustainable agriculture practices. Our 11th destination is the Valdivian temperate rainforest in Chile and Argentina. This unique ecosystem covers about 40,000 square kilometers and is one of the world's few temperate rainforests. The Valdivian forest is home to ancient trees like the Alurs, which can live for over 3,000 years. It also hosts unique wildlife, including the world's smallest deer, the pudu and the Monito del Monte, a living fossil from the age of dinosaurs. Conservation challenges in the Valdivian forest include protecting it from expanding forestry plantations and supporting sustainable tourism. 12th on our list is the Sinharaja Forest Reserve in Sri Lanka. Though small at only 8,800 hectares, this lowland rainforest is a biodiversity hotspot and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Sinharaja is home to over 60% of Sri Lanka's endemic trees and lianas. It also hosts a rich variety of wildlife, including the purple-faced langur and the Sri Lankan leopard. Conservation efforts in Sinharaja focus on protecting its unique biodiversity, while managing the impacts of nearby tea plantations and small-scale logging. Our 13th jungle is the Kinabalu National Park in Malaysia, covering 754 square kilometers on the island of Borneo. This park is notable for its exceptional altitudinal range, from lowland rainforest to the peak of Mount Kinabalu at 4,095 meters. Kinabalu's diverse habitats support an incredible range of species, including the Rafflesia, the world's largest flower. The park is also home to numerous endemic species found nowhere else on Earth. Conservation challenges in Kinabalu include managing tourism impacts and protecting the park from encroachment. The 14th largest jungle on our list is the Khao Yai National Park in Thailand, covering 2,168 square kilometers. This was Thailand's first national park and remains one of its most important protected areas. Khao Yai is home to diverse wildlife, including Asian elephants, gibbons, and hornbills. Its forests range from tropical evergreen forest at lower elevations to montane forest at higher altitudes. Conservation efforts in Khao Yai focus on combating poaching and managing the impacts of tourism, which has grown significantly in recent years. Our final destination is the Gunung Leuser National Park in Indonesia, covering 7,927 square kilometers. This park is part of the Tropical Rainforest Heritage of Sumatra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Gunung Leuser is one of the last places on Earth where orangutans, tigers, elephants, and rhinoceroses still coexist in the wild. It's also home to over 4,000 plant species, including the infamous Rafflesia arnoldii, known for its enormous flowers. The park faces threats from illegal logging, poaching, and encroachment. Conservation efforts focus on protecting wildlife, supporting sustainable livelihoods for local communities, and restoring degraded areas. As we conclude our journey through the world's 15 largest jungles, we're left in awe of the incredible diversity and beauty of these ecosystems. From the vast expanse of the Amazon to the unique biodiversity of Gunung Leuser, each of these jungles plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of our planet. These forests are not just home to countless plant and animal species, they are also vital for regulating our global climate, producing oxygen, and storing carbon. They provide livelihoods for millions of people and hold cultural significance for indigenous communities who have lived in harmony with these ecosystems for thousands of years. However, all of these jungles face significant threats from deforestation, climate change, and other human activities. The loss of these forests would be catastrophic, not just for the species that call them home, but for all life on Earth. As we face the challenges of the 21st century, the preservation of these vital ecosystems must be a global priority. Through sustainable management, conservation efforts, and support for indigenous rights, we can ensure that these incredible jungles continue to thrive for generations to come. The world's largest jungles are more than just vast expanses of trees. They are the beating heart of our planet, teeming with life and holding secrets we have yet to discover. As we strive to build a sustainable future, let us remember the irreplaceable value of these magnificent forests and work tirelessly to protect them. For in saving these jungles, we are saving ourselves and the countless species that share our remarkable planet.